Commodore 64. That was like the first thing I put into the search engine, and I think I found in '98. I think I found Lemon 64.
Oh.
And I actually did join it. I think I made it. I registered there from the very beginning, but for some reason my user got my login got lost or something. I couldn't find it, so I rejoined in 2002, I think, on Lemon. And I probably heard about the remix community on Lemon 64. That's most likely why I heard about it. And
I remember that site. Yeah, I wanted to order T-shirts from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and Kim, who did it, was, I mean, everybody thought he was a girl because Kim in most of the world is a girl's name, but of course in Scandinavia it's a boy's name.
Oh, okay.
So that was a little anecdote. I don't think he's very active there, is he, anymore on the Lemon 64? Do you know this?
I don't know. I haven't been on there in quite a while.
No, me too.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Well, we might make a checkup here during the next upcoming song, I think. And speaking of remix community, of course, Slay Radio came later on, I think. You also have found them.
I don't know how I found it. Probably Slagan bugged me and said, "Come listen to Slay Radio." I can't remember, but
that sounds like me.
Yeah, something like that.
How else?
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then he said that, your songs are playing on the radio.
Yeah, and I one thing I really like is just the page really hasn't changed that much. You still have the left side where you can see what's being played right now and choose your stream. It's very simple, and I kind of like that. It's very
straightforward.
Yeah, it's very old school, I guess, but I like that.
Yeah, it might change in the future, maybe. It might, but only because we might make it more user friendly. Just a bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit, yeah. And. I originally wanted to have the question, but you already answered this partially, that were you composing own tracks too? You did, because you were a producer.
Yes, I did.
Before, yeah.
Yes, I originally did, and an interesting anecdote, I guess, is that I think quite some people already know this, but one of my first tracks to be released was a track called This Is How We Party with a group called...
Really?
Exactly. Yeah.
That was yours?
Yeah.
Wow, you don't say.
I have it somewhere here.
No, yeah. I know this
and
song.
The melody. And the melody in that. It was a big hit. It was a number one hit in Denmark and in Sweden, Finland.
Wow.
Belgium,
okay.
And I think number 3 in France and Australia. And it ended up selling, I think, 700,000 singles or whatever.
And I guess it was played by a girl band.
It was 2 girls, yes.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely remember. Nice.
Yeah.
Any other well-known works of yours, maybe?
Well, I just want to finish the story. So the melody in This Is How We Party was inspired by a Commodore 64 title by Jeroen Tel, namely Dan Dare 3. So if you listen to that Dan Dare 3, you can hear sort of it's inspired. No, it's not a copy, but it's inspired by like the couple of first notes. A minute into the song or whatever. So if you listen to Dan Dare, I think it's maybe that's also subtune number 2. I can't remember, but you can actually hear some similarities in the melody there.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely do that. Awesome to hear it. And any other memorable projects from your producer era?
Not something I want to talk about here.
Oh, okay.
it's
you
in the
made
past.
your point.
No, it's good memories, but that's all in the past.
Okay, so. Let it be the past then. And your remixes were really professional. I think back in you did remixes between 2000 and 2005.
I think 2003, maybe between 2002 or 3 and 2006, I guess.
2003 to be exact.
I think most of them made there in 2003, and that's where I made the transition from producing to audio engineering. So I guess I had some free time there, and that's I just wanted to spend it on making some remixes, for my own sake, not producing for some label or for some A&R, whatever. I just wanted to make some fun stuff.
Well, for your information, it got iconic, especially the first remix of yours. I think that even if someone is not listening to many Commodore 64 remixes, he or she has to know this particular one, which is Dutch Breeze, Robocop 3. And this was your first upload to RKO.
It was actually my second upload, but my first upload was, dismissed. It didn't show up on RKO.
Oh.
This is an Arkanoid remix. I think it's floating out there somewhere, but it's never been officially released. And I think that the reason was that they felt it was too just drums and synth, but it really wasn't. But I think that's why it got turned down.
Oh.
So, but it's funny thing is I bought this arcade machine. This multiple arcade machine got built in England, and it has a pause screen. And one day, just by accident, it went into this pause screen, and it played my Arkanoid remix on that arcade machine, which was quite funny.
Oh my God!
It's out there somewhere.
Okay, good to know. So maybe we do a bit of checkup, and we might find it. And Slagon is clicking here in front of me. Oh!
Yeah, I found the old jingle that you made for me from 2005.
Mm-hmm.
We can play that kind of before the next song or something.
Yeah, before the next song, which
what jingle is that?
It's the Slay Radio #1 or whatever it is.
Oh,
Okay.
that was
I remember
Lagerfeld's. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's also good to know. I just have to save it to a proper place here, which is probably your directory. Yes. I guess we might play you the I'm a Pumpkin Man Cold Run 2 song made by Trauma.
Maybe play the jingle before that.
Yes, right before I'm gonna play the jingle, which is how it was played.
Lagerfeld.
Oh yeah, I might have some difficulties here. No, it should be here. Yeah, right. Thank you very much for giving me this one. And yes, we're gonna play this jingle. Some of you might still remember this one. I'm pretty certain I remember. So after that, there comes Stroma and I'm a Pumpkin Man, and we're gonna be back with Lagerfeld after the next song as well.
Slay Radio #1.
I'm Pumpkin Man. 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 I'm Pumpkin Man.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we are on. We are on. It's slightly with a delay, but we are on again. So, hi, Lagerfeld again. And that was I'm a Pumpkin Man by Trauma. And of course, there's a listener here who is called Bozwank. And from his name, regular Slave Radio listener can already guess that he will have questions related nasty things. So I don't know if I dare to ask you those questions or not, but you tell me.
Joe, go ahead. Let me hear.
Okay. What was your favorite C64 porn game? Don't say poker.
No. That was... what's the name of that? It's the one in German when you don't make it, it goes Schlaffi. Do you know that game?
Oh, no.
It's like... I can't remember what the name of that was. It's basically you have to complete different positions, and you have to do it in in rhythm with the joystick, and you have to fill up this gauge. And if you don't make it, or if you like botch the rhythm, then the woman will call you your Schlaffi, which is I guess is German for a limp dick or something.
Okay.
What's the name of that game? You don't know that, Slagan? You know this game?
I kind of never played games except for the first and second Last Ninja, Barbarian,
Okay.
and some other Mission Impossible.
Okay, well, that's my favorite porn game on the Commodore 64, I guess. And then the second one is, I guess, girls just want to have fun.
And there's a second question of him.
Yeah.
Boobs, ass, legs, or all of the above?
In real life or on Commodore 64?
I guess in real life, not in Commodore games.
That's a very good question. I would say boobs, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, actually lips, but that's a different story. But
Yeah, it wasn't on the list.
exactly.
Indeed, Bozwank, shame on you. And his third question, did your music score... What? Did your music score, you chicks? Nerd chicks count.
By the way,
Can you say that
Drew
again?
says Sex Games 2.
Oh,
Was that the one?
Well, let me just look it up. Sex Games 2.
Yeah.
I don't remember that as being the title, but
Okay.
it might very well have been. Yeah, that might be it. Let me see here. No, it's called Party Girls. I think it's called.
Girls. Okay.
It's called Party Girls. Yep. At least that was the name of the game that the title. I think it's called Party Girls. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Never heard of it.
Definitely German. So not Sex Games 2. It was called Party Girls. That's
Yeah,
it.
you have to be on beat with the rhythm.
Yeah.
Wank to the beat.
The way to the beat, exactly. It's quite hard. It's not an easy game. I mean, it's really difficult to get that rhythm because you don't know, when is the actual, action or thrust happening.